for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 53, Mike. Watch the run. 53. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Good kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 180. Ready, wide. Get wide.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr on the crossing route. Complete. It's Nelson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Who's off working?
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. White.
Shotgun now for Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Carr now to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Ready? 5-9. I can't believe they even let you.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And Cook has it, left side. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. 16 yards, a first down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, and this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This from long, very long range. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 1st down, Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Now he'll escape to his right. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute